When I was a baby and I was learning to walk, I started walking on my tiptoes. My parents thought it was cute, thought it was a phase I was going through, until I was 4 years old and they realized I needed to walk like a normal kid. When they tried to make me walk like a normal child, I was in a lot of pain. This led them to make an appointment with my pediatrician, who did an exam. He found a large mass in my abdominal area. It turns out I had what was called neuroblastoma, which was very rare in a child over the age of 2. And this was back in 1986, so they weren't 100% sure how to tackle it, so they kind of tackled it every way they thought possible. They went in for surgery, but because of the size of the mass, it was wrapped around my spinal cord, they were only able to get about 75% of it. They were concerned about paralysis. Thankfully, did not end up being an issue, but they still had 25% of this mass that they had to try to kill, if you will. So I started 9 months of chemotherapy and radiation and spent July, the year I turned 4, until probably April before I turned 5 in the hospital. It's had a huge effect to this day on my life. 2008, when I went in for a long-term follow-up appointment with an oncologist, I was starting to experience some of the side effects that they were anticipating 20 to 30 years later. So I had a kidney that had stopped working at that point, and this led him to also do a bone density scan. One of the other concerns that they had was bone disintegration in my lower spine. When they did the bone density scan, they didn't see any of that. He was really impressed by my bone structure, how strong everything was, my muscles, everything. And he asked me what I was doing. I didn't really understand what he meant. I wasn't really doing anything. I was exercising. And at that point, I started thinking, I had a job, I had great benefits, I had a great salary, but it was a job. I didn't love it. It wasn't a career. And I thought, doing what I'm doing and how it's helping me without even knowing, if I was actually educated, how I could help other people. I love doing what I do because of how fitness has personally affected me. Just the fact that it's helped prevent so many side effects that I otherwise would be experiencing just through my cancer. And those are side effects that would prevent me from doing things that I love to do, competing in equestrian sports, running. I think everybody should have the opportunity to continue to do what they love to do.